Hi, I'm Joy Ross, and I am completely blind, which means I see no shadows, and I have no light perception in either eye, and these eyes that you see, they're not even real. They are prosthetic eyes. They are scleral shells that are hand-painted, and they sit on top of my natural eyes that I still have. My natural eyes are very small, and I will show you. It's not gross. This is what I wear on both of my eyes, and it fits right on top like a large contact. See, my natural eyes are just really little, but they still move, so I love that. I'm very blessed to have that. And it doesn't hurt. But I haven't always been this way. When I was 3 years old, I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and an eye disease called uveitis. Uveitis is arthritis of the eyes, so the inflammation went from my joints to my eyes and began damaging them before the age of 3. The best I can ever remember seeing in my life was only in the left eye, and that vision was the big E on an eye chart, and that was corrected with a contact lens. So pretty much shapes and colors and movements was the best I ever saw. I had that vision throughout the majority of my life. I loved my vision. It was great. It was good enough. It was everything that I needed. I didn't know what it was like to see better, so it was my world. It was perfect for me. I compensated for my loss. I found lots of cool tricks to compensate, and I was enjoying my life. Up until 6 years ago, that vision was consistent, and one day in January of 2008, my world was completely changed. I had a retina detachment in that left eye, and I saw this dark curtain start to come across my field of vision. I was completely scared. I couldn't imagine something like that happening because I never imagined losing it all. It was just like not real for me. We were in Disneyland with our girls when this all happened, and it was quite scary. And then I went in to see a specialist, and he took one look at me, and he said, "Joy, your retina is detaching." And so we had surgery right away. After surgery, the eye was not able to heal, and I began losing all of the vision that it had very quickly. I mean, I'm telling you, like within 1 week to the next, I saw my world as I have known completely fade away. I was disappearing in the mirror, and then I saw my 2 little girls that were 2.5 and 5 at the time. I saw them disappear. Talk about hard. I'd experienced lots of hard things throughout my life and have overcome many obstacles with the arthritis and with the uveitis, but this was something different. I had been this independent woman and mom and wife, and now I didn't even know who I was anymore. I was struggling to find myself and to find joy and happiness, and then if things couldn't get worse, right after my surgery and losing my sight, my 2 little girls were both diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and uveitis, my oldest with the joints and my youngest with the eyes. And we were completely devastated as a family. But it's amazing how your kids can give you motivation to get back up and, and to keep trying, to keep moving forward. I was determined at that point that I was going to get strong and healthy, and I was going to get my independence back, and I was going to get my freedom back because I didn't like using the cane. I was having to rely on my cane and my family, my daughters. I used to call my daughters my guide daughters. They were so awesome and wonderful, but that wasn't their job to take care of Mom. That was my job. And so I decided to go to the guide dog school, and that is where I met my beautiful angel, Antonia Hope, and she changed my life. Guide dogs has truly been a part of changing my life. when I went to guide dog school to receive Antonia, when I met her and she and I went out for our first walk together, it was truly amazing. When I picked her handle up and she started walking me and we were flying so fast, I felt this amazing freedom. I felt this wind blowing through my hair, and I had such speed, and I could see my life coming back to me. Even though I was consumed with darkness, my life in that moment, it didn't seem as dark anymore. I saw this glimmer of light start to shine, and not in my eyes, but in my heart, the eyes of my heart. And this door to my future began to open again that I thought was shut. My dreams were coming alive in me, and it was amazing. And that day, Antonia, she gave me a renewed hope and a renewed joy for my future without sight. She's amazing, and that day I gave her a middle name, and it is Hope, because she is responsible for opening my eyes to see that I can have a life without sight, and that I can still be happy in spite of living in the darkness. I can still live in the light, and I do. And I have regained my freedom. I've regained my independence, and the person that I used to be and the mom that I used to be. My girls say, Mom, you're like you used to be, but you're even better. And I've had to allow this disability to enable me, to change me. It's empowered me. My dreams now for my life are far greater than the dreams that I had before I lost my sight. And I'm truly blessed. I'm a blessed woman. I'm a blessed mother, a blessed wife. And I'm so glad that I have this opportunity through what I've lived through to be able to help someone else and to show people that joy is a choice. It's not just an emotion you feel when things are going good. And I've chosen to find light in spite of darkness. I hope that something I've shared today has opened your eyes to see blindness in a different way, and I hope that it has touched your heart. And if you have any questions about anything I've said today, I would love to hear your comments and your feedback. And I thank you so much for taking a few minutes of your day to listen to me. God bless.